Nobody is born fearless. Almost every living being who's taken birth on Earth and evolved over time fears something or the other. If someone claims that he or she has no fears, it is equivalent to believing that the nature has no obstacles. Fear can be of anything, like the fear of books, people, or things. These may sometimes sound stupid, irrational, or funny to you, but they can cause serious anxiety to anyone who fears them. When these fears multiply themselves into extreme forms, they develop into phobias. Phobias are often negligible fears of something, but any person who has any of them can become restless as if thrown open to a lizard. It may sound weird to you, but people who have a fear of heights avoid flying even for important events. That's really unacceptable, isn't it? Animal phobia, natural environment phobias, situational phobias, and blood injection injury phobia are the 4 types of phobias. There are other common phobias too, such as social phobia. According to studies, about 7 to 12.5% of adults may live with a specific phobia, and 6.8% of adults live with social anxiety disorder. People who have a phobia of something can be witnessed breathing heavily, sweating, shaking, etc. when exposed to it. But guys, it's totally natural to have phobias of any kind. Don't think you landed on Earth immediately after leaving Mars. And don't be afraid to accept your phobia. It can surely be treated and you can live your life on your own terms. A few ways to help yourself psychologically will now be discussed in this video. Number 1. Challenge your fears. You must have heard it from a lot of people that if you're afraid of something, you should face it and overcome it. Being exposed to our worst fears and nightmares eventually makes us realize that whatever we had considered life-threatening till now, in reality has nothing to fear. Your mind has made it monster-like over the years. The most common piece of advice you may have received for overcoming your fear of public speaking is to practice as much as possible. It may sound cliche to you, but this is the key. Number 2. Relax. When you are exposed to fear, the most common symptoms are the heart thumping against the throat, the body searching for more oxygen, and so on. You need to calm yourself down and ask, what would happen? Instead of imagining the worst case scenarios, which are mostly unrealistic, just try to think of the positive side, and you will realize that it isn't worth fearing. Practicing deep breathing and other breathing exercises is going to help you when you face such situations. Meditation is known to relieve stress and anxiety. Number 3. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability that humans possess to be fully present and aware of the happenings around them, without being overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going around. This would help, as it says, without overreacting to the activities surrounding us. When you are fully aware of what's happening around and the situation that you're in, you will see your body and mind acting in a calm and composed way. Your mind tells your body, look, there are a few adversities in this situation, but we've got it. Number 4. Group with other people who have the same phobia. There are people who constantly remind you that it's dumb for you to be actually scared of something so minor. But this isn't what you are in search of. Being with people who possess the same phobia as you would help you stop feeling isolated. Learning about their experiences, about how they developed any phobias, and the strategies they use to overcome them, as well as their effectiveness, can assist you in incorporating them into your own life for faster overcoming. Of course, what we learn from other people's experiences is superior to any ordinary advice. Number 5. Introduce yourself to the reality. People who have phobias are in a habit of exaggerating situations they are afraid of. It is something that they have internalized. This needs to get thrown away. On the other hand, it's really easy on our part to say such things. But people going through it aren't just acting, but have serious fears. But how to get out of this? Yeah, let's discuss one phobia as an example. So, if you have trypanophobia, the fear of needles, think of the worst that can happen to you. You may think that if the needle breaks and enters my body, I might die. Yes, exactly! Yeah, but have you ever heard people actually dying after being injected? Just search for the evidence. People with this phobia can worsen their medical health when in case of under-medication. The toughest of all the steps is initiating. The day you start overcoming your fear will help you to reach the milestone with time. You will eventually see yourself breaking free and living life to the fullest. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't leave the channel before you like and subscribe, and thank you for helping our channel grow.